Yeah, sorry.
Put something on here, you could see, right? And then have that be on screen.
Just because it,
You can zoom on this if you wanted.
those are only
And you can just go straight back. I don't know.
We're ready to be heard.
Yeah. Anything happens, this number, my phone is on.
Right, I'm gonna, just before you leave, I'm gonna like make sure. You said presentation.
And then whatever you want on the screen, look at it. So that'll be fine. And then you can select which one you want. Or I will just, if you call an emergency, where the stairs are outside, like the first door on the right is my office. So like it's like an emergency.
Oh, yeah, I thought you were there when I was on. Honestly, yes, I'm not. I'm talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know there. Oh, no, I actually missed you.
This is Trader is associate dean.
Well, no, I
I didn't even ask whatever sounds great. I get it where you're going. But everything works. Say one word at a time.
Make it so
Whenever yeah, reach out to me down there. I might be running around.
Okay, perfect. I was like, I'm missing attention.
I tell them please stand.
Yeah,
They,
awesome.
yeah.
Just wanted to verify.
Do you know where like everyone is? Like,
Yeah, the commissions are right outside. Right at the
like, I don't know where they're at.
Actually, I know what the S3 is now.
Conditionings are still out there. I don't know why they're.
You're done.
Okay, the mic's on.
Not right now. Yeah, it's usually easier. Oh, I just grabbed it. If I put it Arden, has a mic that's unmuted. All the other mics are muted right now. Rather than then yeah, she needs a mic that's not on the stage.
I'll pass you the mic.
Okay,
So,
that's That's Who are you missing?
Comfort, I'm gonna be here. It's really tough. Grabbing. You want to take a turn? I'm just gonna have you right next to you. I wasn't instructed on any of this. It's right here. No. I thought he was like,
What I'm trying to get her more.
but other things.
Those are for the DG. The commander will, I mean, you'll give them to the commander, and we do also the commissioning.
It's not on you or anything like that. Start with
Guys, let's go for breakfast.
I'll just hold on.
I'm playing.
Like when you're passing over.
Oh, dude. Well, I'm not passing awards. I'm just giving them points.
Okay.
Spend the extra coins. Daniel's first. Is it
He was gonna.
Not the other.
You know what you need. I'm just gonna be you're gonna make sure that this is only your job. You can only release it below. So I won't even touch this. But obviously, we're standing, I guess. Somewhere off camera for sure, but yeah. Here, I'll just be like, burn grip. Wear it in your hand if you need to. And then remember, you only gotta worry about the points.
There'll be some.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our detachment commander, Colonel Kevin Parsons, welcome to the Air Force Reserve Officer Training Corps Detachment 842 Spring 2026 Commissioning Ceremony. I'm Cadet Scroggins, and I will be your narrator for this morning's ceremony. During the playing of ruffles and flourishes and the national anthem, military members in uniform will stand at the position of attention. Our civilian guests are encouraged to stand during both songs and may place their hand over their heart during the national anthem. We have photographers with us today to capture all of the ceremony. Pictures will be made available to all commissionees, but feel free to take your own photos as you wish. At this time, please take a moment to turn off or silence all electronic devices. Again, welcome and thank you for attending today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of the official party, the singing of the national anthem, and the invocation. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming?
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Orders. Arms.
At this time, I invite you to join me in a moment of prayer. Almighty God, as we gather today, we come before you with humble and grateful hearts. We thank you for the privilege of service and the honor of defending our nation. Lord, as the prophet Isaiah received his commission, standing before your throne, hearing your voice say, "Whom shall I send? And who will go for us?" He answered, "Here am I, send me." Today, 23 future officers stand at the threshold of their commission, having answered a call of their own. Lord, not for pride or for personal gain, but for selfless service, sacrifice, and commitment to what is right. Lord, as they step forward into the United States Air Force, I pray these faithful words echo, "Here am I, send me." Lord, send them with wisdom, send them with courage, and send them with humility. For as long as we have breath, Lord, we entrust these future officers to you. Bless this ceremony and all who made it possible. In the name of the Heavenly Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we pray all these things in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Welcome to the Spring 2026 Commissioning Ceremony. We extend a warm welcome to all the friends and family members of our commissionees. At this time, we would like to take a moment to recognize a few distinguished visitors joining us in the audience today. Lieutenant General Laura Linderman, Deputy Commander, United States Pacific Air Forces, Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii. Colonel Kevin Parsons, Detachment 842 Commander. From the University of Texas at San Antonio, the Provost and the Senior Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Heather Shipley. The Associate Dean of University College, Dr. Rebecca Schrader. From Schreiner University, Director of Schreiner Institute, Colonel Mark Miller, U.S. Army, retired. We also extend a warm welcome to all of the university faculty and staff, senior military officers, and senior non-commissioned officers in attendance. Finally, we ask all former DE 842 cadre and alumni in attendance to please stand and be recognized. Thank you for for spending your time with us today. This is a momentous day for these cadets as they become the Air and Space Force's newest commissioned officers. Today's guest speaker, Lieutenant General Linderman, commissioned through the ROTC program at Duke University, where she earned an electrical engineering degree. She was commanded at the squadron, group, and wing levels to include the 375th Air Mobility Wing at Scott Air Force Base, Illinois, and the 502nd Air Base Wing at Joint Base San Antonio, Texas. The general also served as a Director of Operations, Strategic Deterrence, and Nuclear Integration. Headquarters Air Mobility Command, Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. Prior to her current assignment, Lieutenant General Linderman served as the Director of Operations, Headquarters U.S. Transportation Command, Scott Air Force Base, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you our guest speaker, Deputy Commander of the United States Pacific Air Forces, Lieutenant General Laura Linderman.
All right, well, aloha, everyone. I'm coming in from Hawaii, so just grateful to be here back to San Antonio, which is such a special town, has so many special memories for my family and I. But so grateful to be here with all of you and celebrate this incredible day with our cadets in this detachment. First, I do want to thank Cadet Ostrander for that beautiful rendition of our national anthem. So well done. To Cadet Malloy, wherever you ran off to, thank you so much for that. There you are. Thank you for that lovely invocation and putting first things first. That's probably one of the best ones I've ever heard, and just the message is so true. Humility, gratitude, honor, service, sacrifice. Thank you so much. Recognize our leadership here in the front row, especially our UTSA leadership and our Shriner leadership. This program would not be possible without your support, and you have provided incredible leadership and love toward this program and toward this cadre and these cadets. So we appreciate you very much and what you've done to open your doors to all of us. Thank you. And now to Colonel Parsons, who we affectionately call Femur. We're still trying to figure out how he got his name, but he is tall, so we're trying to bridge that gap there. But Peter and I have known each other for several years now. We met at Transcom, and he's an incredible leader, incredible officer. This detachment is so lucky to have him at the helm and leading this team. But I also want to thank Major Machuca. I saw you're out here running around and really leading this pack, so grateful for your leadership. And Master Sergeant retired Yano. You're off to the side there, but you are a legend. And I am so grateful for your leadership and your support for over 20 years here in this detachment. Thank you. But the rest of the dream team is Major Cavazos, Captain Hurt, Captain Jackson, Staff Sergeant Archer, Staff Sergeant Chandler Rogers, Staff Sergeant Brown, Staff Sergeant Taylor. Thank you for pouring into these airmen, these soon-to-be lieutenants, and the whole entire cadre here. Words just aren't enough to thank you for your selfless leadership, your mentorship, and your guidance. Colonel Parsons and all of you, you've led by example, and you've brought excellence to the forefront every single day. You led with professionalism and enthusiasm, and you remind us that together we can achieve excellence, and together nothing is impossible. Thank you. And to the family and the friends and the faculty and the leadership here out in the audience, I wish you could see what I see. It is incredible view of patriotism and love and support for the young men and women up here on the stage today. Only 7% of living Americans have ever worn the uniform. And the men and women in front of you today now belong to that small group of Americans because of you. You instilled in them a love of country and a passion to serve our nation. And now I want to thank you for entrusting us with your sons and your daughters, your brothers and your sisters, your husbands and your wives. I did hear some moms and some dads that are up here on the stage today, and your dear friends. We will not break your trust. And to the 23 airmen seated beside me, today is your day. Today you earn the rank and title of second lieutenant. Today, you raise your right hand and join a profession that asks more of you than most people will ever fully understand. And today gives you the opportunity to be something, to be part of something bigger than yourself. And I want to start by saying this clearly. You are ready. And to be honest, we need you. The moment that you're stepping into and the security environment at this moment is complex, it's rapidly changing, and it's increasingly contested. But here's what I want you to understand. You have everything that you need right now to make a difference. Because what the Air Force and the Space Force need right now are leaders who can think, adapt, and lead people through uncertainty. And that's exactly what Colonel Parsons and the cadre here at UTSA Detachment 842 have been preparing you to do. And there's something very special about this detachment. This university, this is the 5th largest detachment in the country, and it brings together cadets from UTSA, Shriner University, the University of Incarnate Word, Trinity, St. Mary's, Alamo Colleges, Our Lady of the Lake University, and TAN USA. This is a program built on growth, grit, and possibility. A place that stands as one of the great engines of opportunity in the state. And the state of Texas is truly special. It's a place that values service. It's a place that respects those who step forward. It's a place that understands something fundamental about leadership, that it's not about where you start, but how you show up. And right here in Detachment 842, that spirit is alive and well. Because this detachment didn't just prepare our cadets for commissioning, it's prepared them to lead. And that's truly evident in the graduating class before us, which includes 5 prior enlisted airmen, totaling over 40 years of service, 40 years, 3 superior performance at field training, 4 future Space Force officers, which is the largest class to date, 7 future rated officers, including 2 of the first female pilot selects in 5 years. 39% of the graduates here on the stage have earned STEM degrees, and 52% are earning technical degrees, plus multiple scholarships. Not to mention, 2 cadets are graduating with their master's degrees. Plus, we have 4 cadets who earned highly competitive internship programs. In addition, this band of brothers and sisters, which is exceptionally close, has had the opportunity to experience real-world exercises like Exercise Red Flag and Silver Flag. They've attended Space Force training in the Special Warfare Orientation course, as well as the Air Force Academy glider and freefall programs, and the National Character Leadership Symposium. This class also posts a 95.3% physical fitness score, as well as they've secured 11 base visits, they've increased their drill and ceremony training, they've dedicated over 5,000 hours volunteering in the community, and they've also instituted a Teal Rope program which promotes a culture of dignity and professionalism. But I offer that there is so much more to the story of the commissioning class of 2026. For instance, did you know that Cadet Kitsenyuk was born in Russia, but revoked her Russian citizenship in order to join the United States Air Force, which is a true testament to her love of service and dedication. And Cadet Branson, he's the son of Air Force veterans and had the chance to study Russian in the Baltics. He's the embodiment of resilience who never gave up his dream of becoming an officer, despite an early setback when his application for officer training school didn't work out. He pursued his commissioning and will be graduating with a bachelor's and a master's degree in business administration. Cadet Overson. Prior to this commissioning, she was an enlisted C-5 loadmaster. She traveled to over 17 countries and holds several licenses, including her private pilot license, her scuba license, her skydiving license, and she has over 550 skydives. Cadet Jones enlisted right out of high school in 2016, where he served as a maintainer and had the chance to travel to Iceland. Not to mention, he's also visited 8 national parks. He dedicated his service to serving others and ensuring that they have the same opportunities that he's had, which includes pursuing his dream to become an Air Force pilot after commissioning. Cadet Hara. was inspired to become an officer when he was enlisted for 10 years as a ground transportation specialist in the Air Force. He had a great first flight commander who showed him what right looks like, and that fueled his passion for mentoring and training airmen to be their very best. He spent time in Japan and Korea and is deployed to Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Cadet Rodriguez Vera, born in Monterrey, Mexico, he's a first-generation American, and he joined the Air Force to give back to his country back in 2008 when he arrived here in the United States. He's graduating with a degree in computer science with a focus on cyber operations and has had the chance to leverage many cyber professional development opportunities while in ROTC, not to mention that he's dedicated to coaching the next generation of cyber warriors at the middle school and high school levels. Cadet Folk joined the service to be a part of something bigger than himself. He's volunteered countless hours to Kinetic Kids, which coaches kids with special needs to excel in sports. He's grateful for the incredible friends he's made in ROTC and is excited to pursue his dream to fly after commission. Cadet Norris, prior enlisted airman and a first-generation American and the first college graduate in his family. He's passionate about leadership and mentorship and providing the best life possible for his family. He was instrumental in the divestiture of the F-15E Strike Eagle while stationed in Okinawa, Japan, and was one of only 18 selected across the Department of War for his commissioning program as only an airman first class. Cadet Acevedo joined the Air Force to continue his family's long tradition of military service. He'll not only be the first officer in his family, but also the first on his mother's side to serve. He's also the first AS-250 cadet at Detachment 842 to serve in the U.S. Space Force. Cadet Anderson. Zoe is following in her father's footsteps and joined the service because she wanted to lead others to become the best that they could be. She's loved her college and ROTC experience, which included opportunities to play Division II rugby at UTSA and also visit Morocco, where she gained a broader worldview. And a fun fact, she was also an au pair in Italy and is excited to attend pilot training. Cadet Atkinson was raised right here in San Antonio, the daughter of an Air Force veteran. She joined ROTC to earn an education as a first-generation college student and the first officer in her family. She's dedicated to developing her leadership skills and joining the Space Force upon commissioning. Cadet Burton joined the Air Force to provide a successful head start for his family and to be a part of something bigger than himself. Nick has played 6 sports growing up, and he also had the chance to meet President Eisenhower's granddaughter when he was younger. And during ROTC, he has loved the opportunities to support 3 Arnold Air Society conclaves and also serve with distinction as a member of the field training cadre. Cadet Caro joined ROTC after attending an air show in high school. Inspired to pursue a career in special warfare, he has loved his opportunity to attend a special warfare orientation course and the TACP Officer Assessment and Selection Phase 2 training, where he learned so much about himself through intense physical and mental challenges. Cadet Cleveland has loved her experience in ROTC after initially starting community college. She's grateful for the opportunities and the friendships she's made, and especially has loved serving as the Booster Club event officer to the president and attending one of my favorite professional development opportunities, the Airlift Tanker Association. Cadet Fanning joined ROTC to continue her family's legacy of service. Having lived in Guam and Japan growing up, she has loved serving in Arnold Air Society, attending the Space Force training, which she excelled, and especially excited about experiencing zero gravity. She's also visited 10 countries. She's hiked the Great Wall of China, and she's competed at the regional and national level in rifle competitions. Cadet Gibson is a lifelong desire to serve in the military. He was inspired by his father's 23 years of honorable service in the United States Army. He's a nationally registered EMT, and he has loved serving as an Honor Guard instructor, as well as attending the National Character and Leadership Symposium at the Air Force Academy. Cadet Magnuson was inspired to earn his commission by his flight commander when he was enlisted as an airborne cyber intelligence analyst. He's traveled to all 50 states, and he loves scuba diving, snowboarding, water skiing, and fishing. And importantly, he's loved serving as the Cadet Operations Group Commander and attending field training. Cadet Martin Raised right here in San Antonio, Cadet Martin is a Division I hurdler with 3 championship titles. He has loved the opportunity to conduct artificial intelligence and cybersecurity research with the Idaho National Laboratory, where he developed his skills as a leader and a researcher, which led him to receiving the Boren Award, as well as an opportunity for a fellowship and a chance to publish his AI and cybersecurity research. Cadet Navarro from Warner Robins, Georgia. Go Demons. My husband's from there. He joined ROTC to continue his family's long lineage of military service and became the first officer in his family. He has loved the opportunity to serve as the military as a BMT trainer for USACO Prep School while earning his basic parachute wings. Cadet Olivares was inspired to join this ROTC program by her junior ROTC instructor and due to the support of her family. She is the first officer and the first in her family to earn a college degree. She's committed to developing her leadership skills and making a positive impact on those around her. She's also loved the chance to lead cadets as part of the field training cadet cadre. And Cadet Oyal Rico Hool. Did I even get it close? You help me there.
Oya Rekwa.
Thank you.
Oya Rekwa.
Thank you, sir. Born in Nigeria, but now a Texan, Ephraim was inspired by his parents to join ROTC, and he's loved the opportunity to serve as flight commander and lead the Cadet Ambassador Program. I can't think of anyone better. And a fun fact, before ROTC, he had never run a mile. I'm not sure I would repeat that fun fact. but he earned a 93 out of 100 on his first PT test. Pretty good. He is so proud to earn his commission and be the first in his family to serve in the United States military. So Cadet Perry joined our Air Force to pursue his dream of becoming an Air Force pilot. And it may come as no surprise that his favorite experience in ROTC was a T-38 incentive ride. So he's earned multiple flight scholarships that have helped him earn his private pilot license as well. And he will proudly be the first officer to serve in his family. And lastly, Cadet Star also joined Air Force ROTC for the opportunity to fly, but he stayed in the program because of the teamwork, the culture, and the friends that he's made in the Air Force. He has loved attending the Special Warfare Orientation course at the Academy and earning a flying scholarship. Cadet Star is also the guy you need to call for baseball statistics, and he'll be the first in his family to become an officer. Here is what I love about all of these stories and all of these fun facts about each of these cadets. So on paper, everybody is commissioning today, on the same day, in the same profession of arms. But in reality, the commissioning class of 2026 could not be more different. Different paths, different strengths, different stories that brought them to this moment. And that is exactly what the Air Force and the Space Force need. Here's the truth. These cadets are not being commissioned to fit a mold. They are not being commissioned to bring their full self to this fight. We need their background, we need their perspective, we need their instincts, and we need their voice. Our mission doesn't need 23 versions of the same officer. We need 23 leaders who are confident enough to be who they are and courageous enough to keep growing. Now I want to share something with you that I wish someone had told me at my commissioning over 32 years ago. Over the course of your career, there'll be moments when you'll question yourself. Moments when the decisions are hard, when the information is incomplete, and where the stakes are real. And in those moments, you might ask yourself, can I do this? And am I ready? I'll answer that for you right now. Yes, you can do this. And yes, you are ready. But not because you have all the answers, at least not right now. That's what experience and mentorship and teamwork and leadership is all about. You'll be surrounded by incredible officers, senior enlisted leaders, badass non-commissioned officers who want to mentor you, coach you, and help you grow, so that you will be led to discern the right steps to take forward with confidence and humility. Because leadership is not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about how you show up for the people around you. And if you ever find yourself unsure of what to do next, I'll offer 3 simple anchors. It's the 3 L's that I've learned for the better part of my career. Listen, love, and lift up. Listen. Truly listen to your airmen, your guardians, and your teammates. Not just to respond, but to seek to understand. Because leadership isn't about being in front, it's about being present. And love. By this I mean care deeply about your people, about their lives, their families, their struggles, and their potential. Because when they know you care, they'll give you everything that they have. And love is also about holding yourself and those around you to the highest standards of discipline and character. Lift up. Your job is not to be the hero. Your job is to create more heroes, to build confidence, open doors, and make the people around you better than they thought they could ever be. This is one of the most rewarding and important roles that you'll play. Be the light in the darkness, the messenger of hope, and the biggest cheerleader for your airmen and guardians. Listen, love, and lift up. If you do these things well, you will lead in a way that people will never forget. And speaking of people that you'll never forget, each of you has someone here today or someone in your heart who helped you get to this moment. A parent, a mentor, a teammate, and a friend who refused to let you quit. And if I could ask one thing of you as you begin your careers, it's this. Carry them with you. Draw on their strength and their love when the times are hard. Celebrate the milestones and everyday victories with them and let them be part of your story. Because there will be one day not far from now when someone looks at you the way that you once looked at them. In that moment, you become the example. Here is your charge. Go forward and be the kind of officer that your airmen and guardians trust when things get hard. Be the one who shows up when it matters. Be the one who steadies the room. Be the one who takes care of your people, no matter what. And don't ever forget, the oath you take today is just that. It's a solemn vow, a promise you will be proud to keep. It's the beginning of a lifetime of service, responsibility, and impact. In years from now, your career will be measured in many ways. Assignments, deployments, awards, decorations, rank, and responsibility. But the thing that will matter the most is the people. It's the band of brothers and sisters here in this room and those that are waiting for you to join them in service. It's the people who will say, I was better because of Lieutenant Norris. Lieutenant Fanning believed in me. Lieutenant Carroll made a difference in my life. Lieutenant Rodriguez Barra showed up when it mattered. That's your legacy. This is your moment. For many, this is the starting point. But for some, it's the beginning of a new and exciting chapter as an officer. But for all, this is your story to write. And I guarantee you it's going to be a page turner. You'll go on from this moment, become really good at your jobs, meet the most amazing people, maybe fall in love, raise your family, or create a family of airmen and guardians that's uniquely your own. You will do hard things. You will do mundane things. You may travel the world, or you may work just down the street at Randolph or Lackland. That's a great job. You'll experience immense happiness in the deepest sorrows. You will succeed, and you'll fail. But you'll get up and you'll try again. You'll make good decisions, and perhaps one or two that you wish you could do over. But you'll learn from every experience. Wherever you go and wherever life takes you, I know this to be true. You are always in your right place. You will always have everything you need. And when you doubt that even for a second, please remember, God has a plan for each and every one of you. Your light is meant to shine in the most unique ways. Listen for those angel messages, and they will provide all the wisdom and the guidance and the love and support that you need. Don't be afraid to step into what's next. Don't be afraid to take the long way when it's the right way. And don't be afraid to become exactly who you are meant to be. Because the best moments of your story are the ones where you did the hard things, where you stood up for what was right, where you fought for your country and our allies and our partners, and your airmen and your guardians. So, to the newest officers in the United States Air Force and the United States Space Force, we are so proud of you. We believe in you, and we're counting on you. So congratulations to each and every one of you. Let's pin on that rank. May God bless all of you in the United States.
We will now proceed with the swearing in, handing, and first salute portion of our ceremony. Each commissionee, in order to become a commissioned officer, will be called forward and administer the oath of office by commission, active duty, retired, guard, reserve, or veteran officer of the United States Armed Forces. After taking the oath of office, the new lieutenants will receive their rank insignia from their special guests, followed by their first salute. Please feel free to take as many pictures as you like throughout this portion of the ceremony. Will Air Force Major Tina Rose Cavazos and Cadet Zoe Anderson please step forward? Our mentor, Major Cavazos, will now administer the oath of office.
I state your full name. Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
I, Zoe Alexa Anderson, having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Houses. Lieutenant Anderson will now be pinned on by her mother, Kathy Anderson, and grandparents, Stephen and Briella Anderson. Lieutenant Anderson graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in global affairs with a double minor in intelligence and security and in anthropology. She has been selected for pilot training at Columbus Air Force Base, Mississippi. The 842 taught Lieutenant Anderson that not knowing everything is not a weakness, but an opportunity for growth. Inspired by her parents, especially her mother's encouragement to embrace challenges, she learned to stay grounded while pushing herself through ROTC and academics. Grateful for the friendships and experiences that shaped her, she now moves forward to pilot training, ready for what lies ahead. Thank you, Lieutenant Anderson's family. It is customary for a new lieutenant to receive his or her first salute from an enlisted member of the United States Armed Forces. After returning the salute, a silver dollar is presented to the enlisted member as a sign of mutual respect between officers and enlisted members. Lieutenant Anderson will now receive her first salute from her father, retired Air Force Master Sergeant Renee Anderson. Thank you, Master Sergeant Anderson. Upon commissioning, each lieutenant will receive their certificate of commissioning from Colonel Parsons and a coin from the general signifying their entrance into the world's greatest Air Force and Space Force. Congratulations, Lieutenant Anderson. Will Air Force Major T. Rose Cavazos and Cadet Nicholas Burton Jr. please step forward? His mentor, Major Cavazos, will now administer the oath of office.
I state your full name. Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
I, Nicholas Burton Jr., do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation, or evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Thank you, Major Cavazos. Lieutenant Burton will now be pinned on by his mother, Monique Johnson, stepfather Kevin Johnson, and his brother, Kevin Johnson. Lieutenant Burton graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. His Air Force specialty will be nuclear and missile operations, and his first duty station is Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. Lieutenant Burton is from New Orleans, Louisiana, and Houston, Texas, respectively. He joined Air Force ROTC to provide a foundation of success for his family. He hopes to serve his country valiantly and aspires to work in federal law enforcement. Thank you, Lieutenant Burton's family. Lieutenant Burton will receive his first salute from his uncle, Navy veteran Petty Officer 3rd Class, Jannard Smith. Thank you, Petty Officer Smith. Congratulations, Lieutenant Burton. Will Air Force Major Tina Rose Cavazos and Cadet Nicholas Norris please step forward?
Yeah!
As mentioned, Nathan Boston is now administrator of the oath of office.
Raise your hand. I state your full name. Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
I, Nicholas Norris, having been appointed to a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Thank you, Mr. Cavazos. Lieutenant Norris will now be pinned on by his wife Giselle and son Merwin Norris. Brother-in-law retired Sergeant First Class Jonathan Aguilar and his friend Marine Corps Sergeant Ashley Parker.
That was my kid, for reference. Over and over again. Thanks. Yeah, you're here, buddy.
Lieutenant Norris graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in communications. He has been selected as a Gold Bar recruiter at Joint Base Lewis McChord, Washington. After 1 year, he will then proceed to Combat Systems Officer Training in Pensacola, Florida. Lieutenant Norris is a proud husband of Giselle and father of Rowan, Oliver, and Lincoln, in addition to his two best boys, Sock and Diesel. Above all, he is passionate about his relationship with God, his family, and helping others succeed.
All right, picture. I guess. Here, give me, buddy. All right, kid. We made it. Look, buddy. Thanks, Sean. Go, buddy.
Thank you, Lieutenant Norris's family. Lieutenant Norris will receive his first salute from his friend, Air Force Master Sergeant Ricardo Griffin. Thank you, Sergeant Griffin. Congratulations, Lieutenant Norris. Will Air Force Second Lieutenant Joseph Betzel and Cadet Armando Caro please step forward? His friend and mentor, Lieutenant Betzel, will now administer the oath of office.
I state your name. I, Armando Aiden Caro, having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force.
Having been appointed second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
Do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Betzel. on by his parents, Armando and Christina Carl, as well as his sister, Brooke Lauren. Lieutenant Armando Carl graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. He's going to Keesler Air Force Base, Mississippi, where he will train to be a cyberspace operations officer. Born and raised in San Antonio, Lieutenant Carl followed the example his parents set. He hopes to one day live up to the caliber of a man that his father is and inherit his mother's resilience. Lieutenant Carl thanks his peers, the A42 cadre, and Lieutenant Betzel for all their guidance and support. Lieutenant Carl's family. Lieutenant Carl will receive his first salute from his brother, Air Force Senior Airman Cameron Carl. AP Senior Airman Carl. Congratulations, Lieutenant Carl. Will Second Lieutenant Joseph Betzel and Cadet James Starr please step forward? His friend and mentor, Lieutenant Betzel, will now administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, James Christian Starr,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
that I take this mental obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Betzel. Lieutenant James Starr will now be pinned on by his parents, Craig and Ira Starr, along with his girlfriend, Second Lieutenant Anessa Lamb. Lieutenant Starr graduated from Our Lady of the Lake University with a bachelor's degree in mathematics. He has been selected for pilot training and will head to Laughlin Air Force Base, Texas. He dedicates this to God, his family, his friends, and mentors. He thanks you for your unwavering love, support, and guidance throughout his journey. Lieutenant Starr will receive his first salute from his grandpa, Vietnam veteran, Marine Corps Lance Corporal Al Simmons, and his sister, Army Specialist Joy Arsmendis. Lance Corporal Simmons and Specialist Arsmendis. Congratulations, Lieutenant Starr. Will Air Force Captain Jennifer Hurt and Cadet Angelique Atkinson please step forward? Our mentor, Captain Hurt, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Angelique Stella Atkinson,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Space Force,
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Space Force,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
that I will well faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Captain Hurt. Lieutenant Atkinson will now be pinned on by her mother, Karen Atkinson, siblings Kaden and Kaylee Atkinson, and her husband, Air Force Second Lieutenant Brandon Lane. Lieutenant Atkinson graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in computer science with a concentration in software engineering. Her Space Force specialty is student officer in the Officer Training Corps, and her first duty station is Peterson Space Force Base, Colorado. Lieutenant Atkinson enjoys playing guitar, spending time with family, and traveling. She thanks God, her family, and friends who has continuously supported her through this journey. Thank you, Lieutenant Atkinson's family. Lieutenant Atkinson will receive her first salute from her father, retired Air Force Master Sergeant Christopher Atkinson, and grandfather, Army veteran Sergeant Antonio Atkinson.
Great.
Thank you, Master Sergeant Atkinson and Sergeant Atkinson. Will Air Force Captain Jennifer Hurt and Cadet Colleen Fanning please step forward? Our mentor, Captain Hurt, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. I, Colleen Rose Fanning, having been appointed as Second Lieutenant in the United States Space Force,
Having been appointed as Second Lieutenant in the United States Space Force,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
discharge the duties of the office of which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Captain Hurt. Lieutenant Fanning will now be pinned on by her mother, Tracy Fanning, her siblings Taylor Woods and Daniel Fanning, and her brother-in-law, Connor Woods. Lieutenant Fanning graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in psychology. He is commissioning into the Space Force, hoping to pursue intelligence in space law and policy, and her first duty station is Peterson Space Force Base, Colorado. During Lieutenant Fanning's time at Det A42, she interned with NASA's Community Aerospace Scholarship Program. She was the I-5 Southwest Region Commander and I-5 Squadron Commander, and she was also a cadet training officer for the detachment's Arnold Air Society Squadron. Thank you, Lieutenant Fanning's family. Lieutenant Fanning will receive the first salute from her dad, retired Air Force Master Sergeant Christopher Fanning. Thank you, Master Sergeant Fanning. Congratulations, Lieutenant Fanning. Will Air Force Captain Jennifer Hurt and Cadet Ilana Olivares. Her mentor, Captain Hurt, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Ilana Faith Olivares,
Having been appointed as Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed as Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
That I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Captain Hurt. Lieutenant Olivares will now be pinned on by her parents, Diana Garcia and Eric Olivares, along with her tia, Sarah Campa. Lieutenant Olivares graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in business administration and management. Her Air Force specialty is acquisitions, and her first duty station is Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. Lieutenant Olivares credits all her accomplishments to God, her family, and her friends. She's a San Antonio native, an only child, and a huge Shrek fan. Thank you, Lieutenant Olivares' family. Lieutenant Olivares will receive her first salute from her mentor, retired Air Force Master Sergeant George Higley, and her uncle, retired Air Force Master Sergeant Christopher McGee. Thank you, Sergeant Hickman and Sergeant McGee. Congratulations, Lieutenant Olivares. Will Air Force Colonel Kevin Parsons and Cadet Chaz Madison please step forward?
Let's go back.
The tall guys to take charge. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Chaz Magnuson,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God. Thanks, sir.
Lieutenant Magnuson will now be pinned on by his parents, Mike and Kristen Magnuson, along with his brother, Air Force Staff Sergeant Callan Magnuson. Lieutenant Chaz Magnuson graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. His Air Force specialty is Air Battle Manager, and his first duty station is Tyndall Air Force Base. Lieutenant Magnuson is a 9-year prior enlisted airman who attained the rank of Staff Sergeant before commissioning as an officer. During his enlisted career, he served as a cyber intelligence analyst. Though he moves on to a new role in the Air Force, the impact of his enlisted years will remain a constant influence, guiding him in his service as an officer.
See more tall guys.
Thank you, Lieutenant Magnuson's family. Lieutenant Magnuson will receive his first salute from his brother, Air Force Staff Sergeant Callan Magnuson.
I already got my picture with you, sir.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Adams Magnuson. Will Air Force Colonel Kevin Parsons and Cadet Efren Oyerekwa please step forward?
Right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Ephraim Oyerekwa,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and the allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
that I take this obligation freely without mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
of the office of which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Colonel Parsons. Lieutenant Oyerekwa will now be pinned on by his parents, Brima and Ruta Oyerekwa, along with his sister, Janelle Oyerekwa. Lieutenant Oyerekwa graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in computer science. His Air Force specialty is cyberspace operations, and his first duty station is Whistler Air Force Base, Mississippi. Born in Nigeria and growing up in Houston, Texas, Lieutenant Oyerekwa had zero exposure to the military. He was influenced by his parents and decided to step out of his comfort zone and try something new. Now that he has a future lined up, he's grateful for giving ROTC a chance. He can't wait for the growth and leadership opportunities ahead. Thank you, Lieutenant Oyerekwa's family. Lieutenant Oyerekwa will receive his first salute from his friend, Army National Guard veteran specialist Ivan Overlord. Thank you, Specialist Overlord. Congratulations, Lieutenant Oyerekwa. Will Air Force Second Lieutenant Diego De Leon and Cadet Levi Acevedo please step forward? His friend, Lieutenant De Leon, will now administer the oath of office.
I speak your name. I, Nephi Acevedo, have been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Space Force.
Have been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Space Force.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I take this obligation freely
Take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
uphold the office upon which I am about to enter.
fulfill the office about which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Daniel. Lieutenant Escobedo will now be pinned on by his wife, Melanie Marquez, and mother, Anais Arbeves. Lieutenant Escobedo graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in business administration and cybersecurity. He hopes to be assigned Space Force operations as his specialty in the Space Force, and his first duty station is in Peterson Space Force Base, Colorado. He is joined by his wife, Melanie, and their two children, Benjamin and Juliet. He credits his commitment to service to the unwavering support of his family and those in his circle. Looking ahead, he hopes to retire and spend his days as a full-time bird watcher. Thank you, Lieutenant Acevedo's family. Lieutenant Acevedo will receive his first salute from retired Air Force Master Sergeant Luis Marquez and Army veteran Sergeant Fernando Acevedo Jr. Thank you, Master Sergeant Marquez and Sergeant Acevedo. Congratulations, Lieutenant Acevedo. Retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Edward Branson and Cadet Reese Branson, please step forward. His father, Lieutenant Colonel Branson, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand. I state your name, having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
I, Reese Branson, having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Branson. Lieutenant Branson will now be pinned on by his parents, Lieutenant Colonel Branson and Air Force veteran Captain Paula Lancaster, as well as his sister, Leah Branson. Lieutenant Branson graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in psychology and a master's degree in business administration. His Air Force specialty is information operations, and his first duty station is Herbert Field, Florida. Both of Lieutenant Branson's parents were Air Force officers and have inspired him throughout his life. He hopes to continue their legacy of service and see the world while doing so. Lieutenant Branson thanks his fellow cadets in both past and present, the 842 cadre, for all they have taught him. Branson will receive his first salute from his friend, Staff Sergeant Cody Lawrence. Thank you, Sergeant Lawrence. Congratulations, Lieutenant Branson. Will Air Force Captain Stephon Jackson and Cadet Natalie Cleveland please step forward? Her mentor, Captain Jackson, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Natalie Salinas Cleveland,
I've been appointed Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force.
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental
or
reservation
purpose of evasion.
or purpose of evasion,
That I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office of which I'm about to enter.
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Captain Jackson. Lieutenant Cleveland will now be pinned on by her parents, Patty Salinas and David Cleveland, as well as her sister, Corinna Salinas Cleveland. Lieutenant Cleveland graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. Her Air Force specialty is electrical engineering officer, and her first duty station is Travis Air Force Base, California. Lieutenant Cleveland enjoys being outdoors, camping, swimming, and hiking. She hopes to explore the beauty of California landscapes at her new duty station and to make lifetime memories. Thank you, Lieutenant Cleveland's family. Lieutenant Cleveland will receive her first salute from her father, Air Force veteran Staff Sergeant David Cleveland. Thank you, Sergeant Cleveland. Congratulations, Lieutenant Cleveland. Will Air Force Second Lieutenant Brandon Lane and Cadet Caleb Polk please step forward? His friend and mentor, Lieutenant Lane, will now administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Caleb Polk,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
that I will
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely,
I take this obligation freely.
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
I take without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
And that I will well and faithfully
And I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Lane. Lieutenant Polk will now be pinned on by his parents, Robert and Vivian Polk, as well as his grandfather, retired Air Force Senior Master Sergeant Bill Hunsley. Lieutenant Polk graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. He will receive his Air Force specialty in his first duty station at a later date. Lieutenant Polk chose to serve not for money or exploration, but because of a burning patriotism that dug deep since he was little. And now he will trade his career or the people around him for anything, as they are his strength. He also loves Star Wars. Thank you, Lieutenant Polk's family. Lieutenant Polk will receive his first salute from his mentor, Air Force Staff Sergeant Paige Argent. Thank you, Sergeant Archer. Congratulations, Lieutenant Polk. Will Army Veteran Captain Coletta Miller and Cadet Jagger Gibson please step forward? His godmother, Captain Miller, will now administer the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Jagger Thomas Gibson,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant
having been appointed a second lieutenant
in the United States Air Force,
in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation
that I take this obligation
freely and without mental reservation
freely without mental reservation
for the purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Captain Miller. Lieutenant Gibson will now be pinned on by his wife, Sumayli Gibson, mother Kimberly Gibson, and sister Mariah Bison. Lieutenant Gibson graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. His Air Force specialty is nuclear and missile operations officer, and his first duty station is Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. Since a very young age, serving in the military and serving his country has been a lifelong dream. He would like to thank his parents, Kimberly and Thomas, his sister and brother-in-law, Mariah and Trevin, and the love of his life, Sue Haley, for their constant support throughout the trials and tribulations of his journey, and for helping shape him into the man he is today. Thank you, Lieutenant Gibson's family. Lieutenant Gibson will receive his first salute from his father, retired Army Sergeant First Class Thomas Gibson. Thank you, Sergeant First Class Gibson. Congratulations, Lieutenant Gibson. For Air Force Colonel Kevin Parsons and Cadet Louise Hart, please step forward.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Luis Enrique Jara,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed as second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which I am about to enter.
the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Colonel Parsons. Lieutenant Hara will now be pinned on by his parents, Alex and Patricia Hara, as well as his niece, Eliza Hara. Lieutenant Hara graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in history. His Air Force specialty is intelligence officer, and his first duty station is Goodfellow Air Force Base, Texas. He has a CDO, and his favorite TV show is The Sopranos. Over the summer, he wants to finally learn how to speak fluent Spanish. Thank you, Lieutenant Horace Bailey. Lieutenant Horace will receive his first salute from Air Force Master Sergeant Peter Hyman. Thank you, Master Sergeant Hyman. Congratulations, Lieutenant Horace. The Air Force Captain Mark Wilson and Cadet Kayla Jones, please step forward. As mentioned, Captain Wilson will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Kayla Wynn Jones,
Having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed as second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I'll bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I take this obligation freely
I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental
or
reservation
purpose of evasion,
purpose of evasion.
and I will well and faithfully
And I will and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
the office of which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Captain Wilson. Lieutenant Jones will now be pinned on by his parents, Keith Jones and Sherry Young, as well as his brother, Colby Jones. Lieutenant Jones graduated from Shriner University with a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. His Air Force specialty is pilot, and his first duty station is Laughlin Air Force Base, Texas. Lieutenant Jones was prior enlisted for 9 years at Maxwell Air Force Base, and then Joint Base Ellington Field. Lieutenant Jones spent his time at Shriner as the cadet commander of the Shriner Institute Corps of Cadets, a resident assistant with his dormitory, and a senior coordinator for the campaign program. He looks forward to returning to active duty and sharing his new career as an officer in the United States Air Force. He is also the first Air Force ROTC commissionee for Shriner Institute Corps of Cadets. Thank you, Lieutenant Jones' family. Lieutenant Jones will receive his first salute from his grandfather, Marine veteran, Private First Class, Rick Jones. Thank you, Private Jones. Congratulations, Lieutenant Jones. Will retired Army Major Christopher Brady and Cadet Alina Kittinia please step forward.
I can't see that.
Oh, God, trouble.
Her father, Major Brady, will now administer the oath of office.
You're killing me. Wow, okay. Sir, can you do this for me?
No.
Let's do it.
You can do it. You can
No,
do
I
it.
can't do it. Can I do it? Oh, yeah.
Please do it. You want to miss the opportunity?
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not a crier. I know. I'm not. Raise your hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Brady. You're close. Having been appointed as Second Lieutenant, United States Air Force,
Having been appointed as Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, both foreign and domestic.
against all enemies, both foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and that I will and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which
God.
so help me God. Lieutenant Kitchener will now be pinned on by her uncles, retired Army Sergeant Major Michael Calabrese and retired Army Major Kent Carlson, as well as her aunt Leanne Carlson. Lieutenant Kitchener graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in psychology. Her Air Force specialty is information operations, and her first duty station is Sherbrooke Field, Florida. Originally from Russia, she has traveled extensively, enjoys experiencing new cultures, and exploring the world through international cuisine. Her travels have taken her to countries including Kyrgyzstan and Kazakhstan, Mexico, and South Korea. In her free time, she enjoys hiking and playing volleyball, and she is currently pursuing a master's degree in clinical mental health counseling. Thank you, Lieutenant Kitchener. Lieutenant Kitchener will now receive her first salute from her mother, Staff Sergeant Arena Kitchener Brady. Thank you, Staff Sergeant Kitchener Brady. Will Army Colonel Cedric Jackson and Cadet Keenan Martin please step forward? His friend and fraternity brother, Colonel Jackson, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Camden Martin,
Having been appointed Second Lieutenant, United States Space Force,
having been appointed Second Lieutenant in the United States Space Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and I bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and I bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
And I take this obligation freely
and I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservations,
without any mental reservations,
and I will well and faithfully
and will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office I'm about to enter.
of the office I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Colonel Jackson. Lieutenant Martin will now be pinned on by his parents Chris Martin and Candace Prade, along with his papa Scotty Prade. Lieutenant Martin graduated from the University of Incarnate Word with a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity and from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a master's degree in artificial intelligence. His desired Space Force specialty is cyber operations, and his first duty station is Peterson Space Force Base, Colorado. He conducted research in cybersecurity and machine learning, focused on anomaly detection in critical infrastructure, resulting in publication at an IEEE conference. He is a former Division I athlete and six-time champion, a recipient of the Board Award, and many other awards. Thank you, Lieutenant Martin Sandlin. Lieutenant Martin will receive his first salute from his friend and fraternity brother, Army Sergeant First Class, Brandon Carruthers. Thank you, Sergeant First Class Carruthers. Congratulations, Lieutenant Martin. A retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Tim Condater and Pamela Navarro, please step forward. His mentor, Lieutenant Colonel Condater, will now administer the oath of office.
After me. I state your full name.
I, Cameron Navarro,
Having been appointed Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a Second Lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will protect and defend the Constitution of the United States
I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
and I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
Will faithfully I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant Navarro will now be put on by his mother, Air Force veterans Neil Felicia Navarro, Air Force military training instructor staff, Sergeant Cody Willie, and his friend, Brian Malloy. Lieutenant Navarro graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. His Air Force specialty is cyberspace operations, and his first duty station is Keeser Air Force Base, Mississippi. Lieutenant Navarro served as a deputy wing commander for the fall 2025 semester. Over the course of his ROTC tenure, he attended Airmanship 490, a free-fall program at the United States Air Force Academy, where he earned his basic parachutist wings, and as a military instructor at the basic military training, where he trained, graduated, and coached the next generation of officer candidates for the Air and Space Force. Lieutenant Navarro dedicates this to his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, his family, mentors, and friends who have shaped him to be the man that he is today. Thank you, Lieutenant Navarro's family. Lieutenant Navarro received his first salute from his father, retired Air Force Master Sergeant Christopher Navarro. Thank you, Sergeant Navarro. Congratulations, Lieutenant Navarro. For retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Jeremy Hooper and Cadet Jennifer Overson, please step forward. Our mentor, Lieutenant Colonel Hooper, will now administer the oath of office.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jennifer Overson, having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
I, Jennifer Emilita Overson, having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and I will well and faithfully discharge duties upon the office for which I'm about to enter. So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Hooper. Lieutenant Overson will now be pinned on by her father, Jerry Overson, her mother, Amy Eisenbeck, and her stepfather, retired Air Force Chief Master Sergeant Jamie Eisenbeck. Lieutenant Overson graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. Her Air Force specialty is pilot, and her first duty station is Columbus Air Force Base, Mississippi. Lieutenant Overson is a 9-year prior enlisted airman who attained the rank of technical sergeant before commissioning as an officer. During her enlisted career, she served as a C-5 loadmaster. She will carry forward the lessons, experiences, and camaraderie from her enlisted career, an experience she will greatly miss, as he continues to serve and lead in the Air Force. Thank you, Lieutenant Overson's family. Lieutenant Overson will receive her first salute at a later time from her best friend, Air Force Technical Sergeant Logan Rapier, who is currently deployed.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Overson. Will retired Lieutenant Colonel Paul Lorette and Cadet Logan Perry please step forward? His mentor, Lieutenant Colonel Lorette, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. State your full name.
I, Logan Milo Perry,
Having been appointed as second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely,
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
and that I will well and faithfully discharge
the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
the duties of the office upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Lorette. Lieutenant Perry will now be pinned on by his parents, Randall and Stacy Perry, along with his sister, Amber Perry. Lieutenant Perry graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in political science. His Air Force specialty is pilot, and his first duty station is Laughlin Air Force Base, Texas. Born and raised in San Antonio, Lieutenant Perry enjoys working out, spending time with friends and family, attempting to meal prep, and tracking planes on flight radar. Ever since he was a kid, Lieutenant Perry dreamed of becoming a pilot. And after years of challenges and growth, he is grateful for the opportunity to live out that dream in the greatest Air Force in the world. He dedicates this achievement to the friends, family, and women who believe in him and push him to become the best version of himself. Thank you, Lieutenant Perry's family. Lieutenant Perry will receive his first salute from his mother-in-law, retired Air Force Master Sergeant Echo Best. Thank you, Sergeant Best. Congratulations, Lieutenant Perry. Will Army veteran Major Jamel Garner and Cadet Francisco Barra please step forward? His senior Army instructor, Major Garner, will now administer the oath of office.
Raise your right hand, repeat after me. I state your full name,
I, Francisco Leon Rodriguez Vara,
having been appointed as second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed as second lieutenant in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and
the
defend
Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation,
without any mental reservation,
that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
of the office
upon
which I am about to enter.
which I am about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you, Major Gardner. Lieutenant Rodriguez Barra was never put on by his parents Daphne Barra and Sue Rodriguez, along with his best friend Marine Corps Corporal Tyler Hunt.
Thank you so much.
Lieutenant Rodriguez Barra graduated from the University of Texas at San Antonio with a bachelor's degree in computer science. His Air Force specialty is Cyber Operations Officer, and his first duty station is Keystone Air Force Base, Mississippi. As a native of Monterrey, Mexico, he's a first generation American citizen and first to serve in the armed forces. Lieutenant Rodriguez Barra received his first salute from retired Army Command Sergeant Major Ansley Harris. Thank you, Command Sergeant Major Harris. Congratulations, Lieutenant Rodriguez Barra. Our next presentation will be the Distinguished Graduate Award. This award is given to the top 10% of commissioned officers at each Air Force ROTC detachment across the country. The selection is based on overall excellence in the categories of grade point average, physical fitness, field training performance, and leadership within the cadet fleet. Colonel Parsons will now announce our distinguished graduate and provide closing remarks.
Okay, well, before the big announcement, I think y'all should know the Distinguished Graduate Award is not just specific to the detachment. It goes across all of Air Force ROTC. It is the top 10% of all the cadets that are graduating this year out of 145 detachments across the country. Because it's not limited to a single detachment, our top 10%, which would be about 2, is actually doubled. We have 4 distinguished graduates to recognize today. So let there be no mistake that detachment 842 is
Best in Blue!
Okay, so the way we're going to do this is I will name your name, all 4 in sequence. I'll have you line up, and I'll give you a certificate and a coin in order. Are we ready? Okay, let's do this. First off, Lieutenant Reese Branson. Francisco Rodriguez Vara. Lieutenant Cameron Navarro. And Lieutenant Angelique Atkinson. Congratulations to our distinguished graduates. Stand by just a minute as I give them their due rewards. Also, hold on to these certificates. It is a guarantee of promotion to first lieutenant. Okay. Well, it's been an amazing day. Somewhat emotional even for me. I know there wasn't a dry eye in the house. Lieutenant Kitzenyoke tried to make it through. But hey, first of all, thank you to all of those volunteers who came up and provided the oath of office to new lieutenants. As many of you saw, it's not an easy thing. I've learned that we need to make, we do have it on the wall over here, but it's pretty tough to read. So we'll make that font a little bit bigger. But absolutely an amazing day. Absolutely an amazing day. So first of all, thank you, General Letterman. Thank you for your kind remarks. This is an officer here and a leader that I've told these lieutenants, I've told others more than one time, someone who cares. You could see that in her remarks, not just a general, hey, good luck and here's some words of wisdom, but to the lieutenant, specified, specific remarks. Ma'am, thank you so much for giving your time and being here today. To my university friends, Dr. Schrader, Janet, good to see you here today. Provost Shipley was supposed to be here, but life is busy here at UTSA. So no doubt she's out putting out fires or something like that right now. Thank you so much for all the support that you give our detachment. We could not do it without y'all. To my cadre, I could probably disappear tomorrow, and this detachment would just keep on running without missing a beat. You guys are amazing. These cadets are evidence of the hard work that you put in every day. Sorry, lieutenants. These lieutenants are evidence of the hard work you put in every day. There's long hours. There's some tears from time to time. But through the bumps and through the highs, you stick to it, you work hard, and you produce an amazing warrior leader. I'm proud of you, and I thank you for all that you do. To the friends and family in attendance today, remember this occasion. This is momentous. There are very few events in life as significant as what is happening today. Write it down in your record books. Put your pictures up on Facebook or Instagram or wherever they go and mark the day because it's a big one. And then after this, be sure to go out and celebrate. For the class of 2026, it has been an honor teaching you, leading you, learning from you, working side by side with you. Congratulations. Years of hard work and dedication are finally paying off. And now your sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, siblings, in some case parents, they're now college graduates and commissioned officers. They've studied, they've trained, they've set a standard of what a cadet should be. Now they're fully prepared to go make their mark in the world. This day is made even more remarkable by its timing. 250 years. 250 years of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. 250 years that were purchased at an immeasurable price. Something that we would be wise to remember going into this Memorial Day weekend. For 250 years, our blessed country has enjoyed a long, unbroken line of warriors who swore to defend it. Today, these young officers are joining that line. Lieutenants, the road ahead will not be easy, but it will be worth it. As you embark on the journey, let me give you a few pieces of advice. I promise we're in the home stretch here. I know this is. Take a breath. You've got this. Everything you've done to this point has prepared you for the challenges ahead. Once you're out there, ask questions early, focus on learning, perfecting your craft, and becoming a dependable teammate. Take things one step at a time and don't lose track of what actually matters. First, don't compromise who you are and what you stand for. Second, make sure that the home front is always taken care of. And third, build relationships, because those friendships and connections end up being one of the best parts of the experience. Surround yourself with others who want to see you succeed as much as you want to see them succeed. Stay humble, stay curious, and take advantage of every opportunity to learn. As you progress, ask if you would want to work for yourself. Be sure to take more risks and jump at opportunities to try new things, especially the ones everybody hides from. Never stop trying. Fall down twice, get up a third time, because success is earned, not given. And the memories you will walk away with will be forever worth the struggle. So, get squared away in all the details, learn faster, take any opportunity you can to lead, keep pushing till the very end, and enjoy every moment, because before you know it, you're at the end of the journey. And when you finally reach your goals, remember how you once hoped and prayed to be where you are now. Most importantly, trust God's plan. It's a pretty great one. These words sound familiar because they're your words, given in response to the question of what advice you would give yourself as a new cadet. Now, take them back as words of advice for a new lieutenant. And allow me to add one of my own. Never forget your why. A leader without their why is like a ship without a rudder, tossed by the winds and the waves, but never really going any specific direction. Watch, or keep your eyes on that North Star that will guide you in all you do. Keep it close and guard it carefully. Congratulations, class of 2026. Good luck, Godspeed. Always remember that 842, Best in Blue!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the United States Air and Space Force's newest lieutenants. Please stand for the playing of the Air Force and Space Force songs and remain standing for the departure of the official party. After the ceremony, we invite you to congratulate our newest lieutenants in the lobby and join them for the signing of their official oath of office.
Off we go into
the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. At 'em now, give 'em the gun, give 'em the gun. Hey, down we dive, spouting our flames from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, or go down in flame. Hey, nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force.
We're the
Mighty watchful eye, guardians beyond the blue, the invisible front line, war fighters brave and true, boldly reaching into space. There's no limit to our sky, standing guard both night and day. We're the Space Force from on high.
Please take your seats. Thank you all for attending today's ceremony. We have food and refreshments for you to enjoy. If you would like to purchase detachment merchandise or donate to the detachment, please see Cadet Matt outside. Be on this side, outside this room. All funds go directly to the Cadet Wing and help support events such as this. Enjoy the rest of your day. Please drive home safely. And new lieutenants and all of us, never forget day 842.
Best in blue.
Thank you.
Oh, like some people are attention.
Yeah, it's one of those where they walk out.
Like, no, mine's always like,
Oh, okay.
so, I mean, they go big clothes. I got the rest of my time. I was kind of like, they're all standing, I was like, you guys aren't paying attention anymore. So I was like, just please be seated.
I absolutely, I don't know. Luckily, they, they caught on. It took that had to do my dad. That was one of the things that I was like, I want to be. Oh my gosh, between 12 and 12:30, and we were.
Yeah.
Do you want to see what the girls gave us?
He's back.
Oh, we fixed it. Fine honor guard, like I see that Dave is back there. Yes. You know what I mean? Thank you. Great job. Thank you. Right on point. Every one of those things. Yeah.